Before we get working on this machine, let's go take it out and pressure wash it. I have my own special cleaning concoction. I'll spray all over it and then hit it with the pressure washer and get rid of this battery, and maybe check for any breather hoses or intake hoses or rubber boots that we might blow off of it, like them. We'll just slip all these off, that way we don't lose them. Get rid of this battery because it's at least 3 or 4 years old without being used. So it's gonna be junk. I'll just order a new one. We're gonna blow anything else off the machine. There's a breather hose we can plug. Find a bolt to jam in that. There's some. Yeah, that'll fit good in there. Anything else? We won't worry with plugging the carburetor fuel unless, because that's going to come off and get cleaned. You know, it's going to be nasty for sitting for so many years. May just go ahead and order a rebuild kit for it too, that way I have it. That's about all I'm saying. Alright, let's take it out and clean her up. I got wet. Did you guys get wet? Pretty clean now. Well, at least we'll be able to see what's an ATV part or what's mud. I'll just let it dry and get started on it soon. Well, we got a new battery to put in it. The machine's all nice and dry now. It's a couple days later. Let's drop a battery in it and see if it will even turn over. If we have spark. I don't know what we're gonna get into. Usually when a machine hasn't been run for a while and it's parked, there's usually a reason why it gets parked. So I wonder what the reason is going to be for this. Was it just not being used anymore? Did it lose spark? Is there some other kind of mechanical failure? We're about to find out. Okay. Well, key's already on. We got a neutral light. Well, that's good. Let's see if it even turns over. turn over. Great. Cool. Let's see if we have spark. Dirty plug. It has spark. I do have a new plug for it too. We'll grab that. Nice blue spark. Sounds like it has compression. I pulled it over at the pull start and it felt like it did. Have a look inside this air box. See what it looks like. We'll check the oil and then maybe we'll spray a little bit of an accelerant in the carburetor, see if it'll fire over. And if it does, we'll get to clean the carburetor. Because you know it's gonna need clean, sitting as many years as it was. Ooh, nice look at that air filter. Comes out crumbling in pieces. I have faith. I think it's going to start. Uh-oh. You know what that is? Got any guesses? I know what it is. It's a flap for the choke. There's usually 2 screws that hold it on too. The screws aren't in here. No. Just the flap. So what happened to the screws? Think it ate them? Spit them out the other side? Bent the valves? Put a hole in the piston? I don't know. Let's just start it. See if it'll start here. Oh, it's gonna run. Look at that. That's awesome to hear that. We know it's gonna run now. Definitely know it's gonna run. That sounded great. Had me worried there for a second. Those screws are missing from the choke. Wonder if they just, I don't know, maybe someone had it apart before and didn't notice that laying back in under inside the air filter. I don't know, guys. Let's pull the carburetor off now and get it cleaned out. Okay, let's get this carburetor pulled out of here. We'll get it up on the bench and see what it looks like inside. The choke arm works, so it's not froze up. Wonder what happened to those screws. They're usually pinched on the back side. That way they can't come out. Who knows? Who knows what this machine's been through? It's a 1980, what is it, 85, 86? I forget now. 86. Who knows what it's been through in its lifespan? Come on, Cap. Quit fighting me. There we are. What's holding this up? Oh, the drain hose. Alright, let's get her up on the bench. Well, what do you think we're going to find in here? Goo, corrosion, rust. Rust from the tank. That ought to clean out of there really easily, though. That usually is just a powder that builds up. See, I can just push it all away. That'll come out real easy. Gasket's as hard as can be. Not very pliable at all, especially right there at that corner. Over here you can move it around. Right there, not very pliable at all. I do have a rebuild kit ready to go in though. I was prepared for once or twice in my life. Float's not adjustable. Even the spring-loaded part on that needle still moves. Emulsion tube's clean. Get a screwdriver. Wow, can even see through the pilot jet. Interesting. So I wonder if they parked it because they couldn't get the cold start because of the choke flap here. See, it's supposed to go on there. See, there's two holes inside there. And those two holes. It goes right on there like that. Then two screws. And then, I guess, vibrations. It might have lost the screws, but, I mean, where'd the screws go? If they would have went through the engine, I doubt the engine would have tried to start right there. I don't know. Oh well, I'm going to take this carburetor now, and what I'll do is I'll spray it down good. Might soak it, and then we'll come back and reassemble it. Alright, we got this carburetor cleaned up. I have a soda blaster I use. It cleans and everything up real nice and does a quick job of it. I used to soak carburetors, but that takes time. Just some carburetors need to let soak for a long time. And this way is pretty quick. Just spray it a bit with a blaster with some baking soda in. It cleans them up real nice. Another thing I found was the fuel screw I took out. It was bottomed out the whole way in there. So, I don't know what the deal was with that. Why it was like that, beyond me. Probably needs to be set somewhere around a turn and a half out. That's where I'll start. Spin it in until it stops. It's called lightly seated right there. And you I'll turn out 1.5 and start there. Half, 1, half, and then we'll adjust it as the machine warms up. Float height's not adjustable on this plastic float. This way. The only thing that you can't rebuild on this, unfortunately, is the petcock is actually on the carburetor on this. Not on the tank like most machines. Put the petcock right on the side. And it's riveted. The cover's riveted to it. Usually you can just take 2 screws out, pull the cover off, pull this out, and replace the O-rings in behind it. This one's not able to access this one. So hopefully it don't leak when we put it on. Time will tell though. Alright. Got another O-ring to put on here. Nice new O-rings. Okay. Now we just need to install the carburetor. Give it a test fire. No, we can't install it yet. Forgot about the choke. Usually don't have to deal with the choke because they don't fall off like this one did. But we need to, I did find 2 screws to go in there. I'm going to put a little bit of Loctite on them. Red Loctite, since they ain't ever supposed to come out anyway. And I'm going to take and pinch the threads on the back side. I'm going to try to get in there with maybe a pair of pliers or something. Something to just squeeze them a little bit. That way it ruins the threads on the back side. That way they can never work themselves out again. I've never had a machine that they've just fallen off of. I don't know how it's even possible. Yeah, what I did is I just get in there and I squeeze. See if you can see it. Where the threads of the screw is. Just get in there and just squeeze the threads a bit, and what that does is it'll keep that screw from backing out because you're basically just ruining the thread and locking it in there. So I'll do that to both of them. That way hopefully they'll never walk out again. Alright. There. And the choke works. Now we can reinstall it. Let's get this carburetor back in here. home. You want to go home. There we are. What do you guys think it's going to do? Think it's going to run well? I think so. I hope so. There, little buddy. There we are. Choke work. Yep, choke works. Throttle works. Well, I say before we're putting too much back together, maybe let's put the tank on it. See how it runs. All right, let's go find a tank. Okay, found our tank and a little bit of fuel line. I had the fuel tank plugged at the bottom. The plugs aren't coming out. Well, one side came out. There we go. Okay, the outer one. Is for the reserve. Which one's the reserve? Yep, the top one's a reserve. So we'll cut that guy about right there, should be good. Use a little bit of this to help it slide on there. Probably a tight fit. Okay. That's the one. All right, let's put some fuel in it. Well, I've seen the bubbles going. So it's taking the fuel. We think we got, guys. It's gonna run. No fuel leaks. Look at that. It wants to run. Yeah, that sounds great though.
see if the transmission works. I think we need to take it out and give it a little test ride tomorrow. Too dark now. Or else maybe we can try that tonight, but we'll do that tomorrow if it's gonna rain.